what you get. You're good now? Okay. I gotta delete the. How do I do this again? Live replay.
3-point basket by Paige Rosie.
Well, once again, we apologize for the technical difficulties, working out some opening night kinks, but we are here and we're playing basketball from Chaska High School here on opening night. Hawks hosting the Shakopee Sabres. Not sure if we got in any of our pregame festivities there, but you didn't miss much. Just getting underway. Chaska trailing Shakopee here early. Anna Lenzen has the basket for the Hawks, down 3-2. Chaska coming off of the state championship run last season, 18-0, undefeated year. Tara Seifert taking her Chaska girls to their first ever state championship in their first appearance in 11 years. And Hawks open up a new year tonight. Many think the Chaska team could be just as talented, if not more talented, than last year's state championship squad. Returning their top two scorers in Mallory Heyer and Kennedy Sanders, who both got the start tonight. Sanders tips the ball out of bounds, and they'll get it here after it was touched by Shakopee's Maya Mitchell. Kennedy Sanders, recent University of Colorado commit, starts at the one and has the ball here for Chaska, dumping it down low to fellow Division I future Mallory Heyer. And the future Golden Gopher will go to the free throw line for two. Heyer, 21 points per contest last year. Just 7 points in the state championship game against Rosemount, though. Definitely one of the biggest parts of this Chaska team, no doubt. And the now senior, who we've been watching on this basketball court since her middle school ages, gets her first points of her senior campaign. Hawks up 4-3 on Shakopee now. Shylum, check that, it's Jasmine Hale running the one on this possession for Shakopee, dishes it over to Mitchell. Mitchell back up top for Paulicki. Paulicki's straightaway three is just shy. Rebound by Sanders. Here comes Lenzen. Lenzen, who's going to play a significant part this year for the Chaska team. Anna Lenzen, first start tonight for the junior, 5'10" guard. Saw some time last year, but definitely going to see increased minutes this season in her junior year, as will Ashley Schulke, who inbounds here for Chaska. She's played some minutes the last two seasons for the Hawks, but gets the start here tonight, as we were expecting to see throughout the season. Here's Carmen to the hole. Another Chaska big. Heyer with the rebound and score. Carmen, 6'1" senior, expected to have big numbers this year for Chaska on the post, so should allow Heyer to pull out to the perimeter a little bit more and showcase her skills outside the paint. Schulke guards the ball, and that's Josie Lukoski dishing out for, check that was not Lukoski, that was McKean, who dished out for Brose and got the three-pointer to go, so it's tied at 6. Schulke on the wing. Up top for Heyer, now the near side for Sanders. Hawks swinging it around, open look for Schulke. Her three won't go. Gets her own rebound, no baseline pass for Heyer, and it's a held ball call. Baseline inbound will go the Hawks' way on the alternating possession. Want to make a quick note while we have everybody here that while I may be a familiar voice here on the Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network, I will not be commentating the rest of the year for Chaska. Expecting this to be my only game, boys or girls. Looking forward to having Blake Herring handle the girls' commentary for the majority of the season. You may remember him from our section playoff coverage last year as our sideline reporter. He will take over the play-by-play reins this year for Chaska girls basketball, and we will have a slew of talent here for the boys' home games. I don't know why she was just running the baseline. I don't think it was a made basket. It was a traveling call. Not sure why she was running the baseline. Down low, pass outside, Jasmine Hale, 3 not good. And a tie up here on the block. Alternating possession for Shakopee. It was odd, Tara Seifert also questioning why the inbounder on the opposite end was running the baseline. It was a traveling call that initiated the whistle. No harm, no foul so far, though, as Shakopee still has it in their possession. Stepping back, Hale dishes off for, checked it out, was Mitchell dished off for Hale. Now down low for Brosey, and it's blocked out of bounds. Big stuff by the Chaska defense there. Staying in possession of the Sabres. As we mentioned, Shakopee last year, 12-6 overall. Shortened season, obviously, due to COVID. Had some games canceled, as did Chaska. More on that later. But Sabres lost to these Hawks right here, actually, in the 2-4A semifinals. Had that game here on CHBN. Chaska handled Shakopee 60-44 last February. Some talent returns for Shakopee, though. They definitely looking forward to having a good year under Juan Mitchell. Experienced head coach, as the Sabres take a lead here 8-6 off the bucket down low.
Maya Mitchell scoring.
Higher outside after the Mitchell basket. Screen and roll for Higher, who occupies the lane. Sanders drives through, no trouble though, and ties the game at 8. Kennedy Sanders, who's coming in as Chaska's second leading scorer from last year's state tournament team. 16.2 per night last year. Definitely looking to have a breakout year, if you can even say that this season. Nice defense played by Schulke, forces the steal. Higher with the breakaway down low, and that's easy for the Gopher commit. Timeout Shakopee. Hawks take a 10-8 lead here with 12:25 to go from Chaska High School in the first half on opening night. This is Hawks basketball on CHBN.
For the Hawks, Lucy Dardis and Lily Niebuhr are coming into the game.
Coming out of the Shakopee timeout, Hawks have a 2-point lead here early. Off the Mallory Higher basket. Maya Mitchell dishes up top for Nicole Minke. Left open, mismatch three-pointer well short. Rebound Higher on the defensive side. Chaska sporting a new purple and gold threads this year. Lily Niebuhr outside for Chaska, dishes up top for our Sanders. Here's Carmen now backing down, falling to the paint, and no whistle. Higher, Carmen rather, a little slow to get up, but she'll be just fine. It'll be Shakopee ball. Chaska going to apply their trademark full court press. We saw them do it every single game last year. Can expect more of the same this year, as the Hawks will not make anything easy. Face guarding all the way down to the opposite baseline. Staple for Tara Seifert, and clearly paid off last year. Going to get a hold call on Lily Niebuhr. First foul for her this season.
First personal foul on
First foul for Niebuhr, and here comes the Shakopee inbound. Mitchell.
The last foul was Kennedy Sanders.
And they actually got Sanders on the foul. We thought it was Niebuhr from up here, but they say it was Sanders. Gabby Gators into the game for Shakopee at number 2. Listed on the 10th grade roster.
Hale back into the game.
Mitchell will check out and Hale will re-enter here with 11:34 to go in the first half. Kennedy Sanders trots up for Chaska here across the timeline. She's picked up by Menke. Outside for Dardis now for Chaska. Lucy Dardis, the 5'10 senior, seeing her first minutes this season. Mid-range from Carmen, no good. Offensive rebound look though for Chaska, and Shakopee comes away with it. Jasmine Hale, the senior, forward for Cordes. Her shot attempt blocked by Heyer. Sanders with a trailer behind her, takes it all the way to the rack, and it's good. That's exactly what Kennedy Sanders gives you. Quality defensive play and then not fazed by the pressure from behind, and an easy 2 off the glass. Errant pass for Shakopee. Gators wasn't able to corral it, and it's a turnover, and Chaska gets the ball back here. See Schulke re-enter and give Carmen a breath of fresh air. 10:47 to go. Chaska obviously depth, one of the stories last year. They could go very deep into that bench. And something that Tara Seifert does so well is in games where they're dominating and blowing teams out, they will go very deep into that bench and get some experience. So none of these players that you'll see this season are new to the varsity basketball floor. Sanders' 3 is just off. Rebound for Shakopee. Menke goes forward. Cut down by Schulke though, and another errant pass for Shakopee. That'll be Hawks ball. Finish that point though, something we mentioned all of last year. Tara Seifert does so well is getting those younger players varsity minutes in big games too. Even if it's not a blowout, you'll see her put in the younger talent, get a few minutes of that varsity experience. So when they get to games like this where they early in the season, not fazed by the moment. Heyer going to go to the free throw line, and she was hacked on the way up.
Fouls on Nicole Menke, her first.
(13-8) here early, following the Heyer free throw. Ten minutes to go here, first half. Sanders picks up Menke. Outside for Jasmine Hale, the big senior guard for Shakopee. Rosie. Paulicki. Shakopee put together a quality run last year. As we said, they return a lot of talent. One of them being Jasmine Hale, who drives, dishing out for Paulicki, who saw minutes last year as an underclassman. Her 3's no good, and Menke fouled on the way up, going to the free throw line for 2.
First personal foul on Mallory Heyer.
Heyer tagged with the contact.
Menke shooting 2.
And Menke, just a sophomore, going to the free throw line.
Anna Lenzen back into the game.
Anna Lenzen checks back in. Sanders will see her first break. Second free throw for Menke is through. And she'll be subbed out. Kate Cordes back onto the floor for Juan Mitchell. Good crowd on hand here tonight. Something that we didn't see at all last year was the crowds, limited to under 300 spectators per game due to COVID. No limitation on fan attendance here tonight. Masks are highly recommended. See most fans wearing masks. Obviously, student athletes not required to. Obviously, things changing by the minute though here. Fluid situation with COVID. I know some schools are still requiring athletes and officials to wear masks. And obviously, totally optional if you so choose. Off the screen, here's a 3 from Cordes, and it's good. Shakopee ties the game with the 3-pointer from the Sabres senior. Chaska still looking to get into that offensive flow. Moved so well in transition last year, but have that quality setup that Tara Seifert is known for, and this ball goes out of bounds. It will stay with Chaska. That one sure looked like it was off of higher, but they're going to give it back to the purple.
Kendall Carmen and Kennedy Sanders return for the Hawks.
Lenzen right off the inbound, bangs it home on a Lenzen for three, putting Chaska back on top. Gators to the hole, left it well short, snagged by Sanders underneath. She's just all over the place, stops up short here, slipping, regaining her balance. Now back to the corner for higher. Flat three, no good. Rebound by the Sabres. Driving back down with speed, Cordes returns it to the perimeter. Long range two pull up by Cordes, no good. Offensive board though for the Sabres. Here tries Cordes again. She's once again unsuccessful, this time from three, and Chaska finally comes away with the board. Sanders from the elbow hesitates and gets off for higher. Chaska resets back up top for their one guard. Kennedy Sanders still just a junior. Been seeing another Chaska player that we've been seeing since her middle school years. Already committed to play Division I basketball at Colorado. Schulke, ball might have been tipped, and a quick jump ball whistle as Higher was scrapping for the rebound with Hale. Ball will stay with the Hawks though, as the alternating possession arrow points in their favor. .709 to go here first half, and we get a whistle right off the inbound. Tag Brosey with it. First foul of the game for her. Lenzen inbound pass. Schulke, wing three, no good. Higher scrapping for the rebound down low. Tries to take it back up, fighting through contact and scores. Mallory Higher just overpowering the Shakopee defense. And we get a foul here down low. This one's going to be against Chaska. Second foul against Higher, so she'll exit with two quick fouls. Niebuhr will come back onto the floor in her place. 4 fouls against the Hawks tonight. 3 against the Sabres. Mitchell on the elbow. Back up top for Hale. Shakopee graduated their top scorer, Holt. Cordes is the top returning scorer with 10.3 points per game. So some fresh blood out there for Shakopee, but also some familiar names. Nice entry pass, count the basket, Jasmine Hale scores. Great assist by Maya Mitchell from the top. Shakopee within 1 score now.
Basket by Hale is good. Anna Lenzen with her second personal foul.
Shakopee timeout as the free throws are good. Lucy Dardis will re-enter when we return from Chaska High School. The Hawks up 18-16 on Shakopee, 6:21 to go. Back to 30-second timeouts this year, something we didn't have last year with COVID. 3 full timeouts and 2 30-second timeouts for each team. It was just 5 full-minute timeouts last season. Part of those COVID rules changes. Sanders outside, hesitation, pulls it from the free throw line and bangs it down. Chaska back up by 2 possessions. Steal from Sanders, headed the other way, scores. Kennedy Sanders on back-to-back possessions with buckets. Under 6 minutes to go here, Chaska on a run. Screen and roll, Mitchell down low for Brosey, who cashes in. Sanders off the handoff from Niebuhr, blocked out of bounds, will stay with Chaska.
Menke back in.
Menke returns for Shakopee, replacing Cordes. Straight away triple from Carmen, just off. Rebound for the Sabres. Nobody down to defend Paul Licky, who scores easily for Shakopee, and they're back within 2. Paul Licky, one of those returning scorers from Shakopee's team last year, 4.6 points per night for her. Just as a freshman. Sanders driving through contact, gets it up somehow. And we'll go to the free throw line. Foul called against Menke.
Foul on Menke. That is her second. Sanders will shoot 2. Cordes back in.
Peyton Wirtz onto the floor for the first time this season. Chaska going more of the reserves route now with Niebuhr, Wirtz, and Dardis on the floor. Wirtz, a senior, saw some time last season. Shakopee working the perimeter here, finally dumping it in. Good pass. Paul Licky, check that. It's Cordes who scores off the dish from Mitchell.
Basket by Cordes. Ryan Mitchell with the assist.
1 point game. Niebuhr posting up down low, doesn't get it. Good screen set by Carmen, allows an open 3 for Wirtz, no good. Ball fumbled around on the baseline. Sanders there to retrieve it though. Niebuhr posting up, high off the glass, blocked though by Bros. Niebuhr able to get the rebound, counted and 1 for Lily Niebuhr.
Lily will shoot 1.
6'3", Chaska senior at the free throw line for her +1. Under 4 to play here. Free throw no good. Shakopee with the board. Mitchell pushing down all the way to the hole for 2. And the Sabres back within a point. Sanders off the glass from 20 feet.
Kennedy Sanders.
Shakopee swinging. Entry pass once again for Pilecki. Boy, have they had success on that, opening up the post. The screen and roll game working for Shakopee here early, keeping it close within one. Sanders pass just behind Dardis. And it'll be Shakopee ball within one. Tara Seifert calls a timeout here. 2:56 to go in the first half from Chaska High School. Yep, go ahead. Back to Chaska High School. Girls basketball action here on opening night from the Hawks Nest. Hawks hosting Shakopee, and Shakopee giving them trouble here early. Two quality 4A teams.
First personal foul on Aubrey Heyer. Sixth team foul on Chaska.
Aubrey Heyer into the game for Chaska. Younger sister of Mallory. 5'11" sophomore wearing number 5 in purple. First time we've seen her on the floor for this Chaska team. Sabres swinging around here, just over 2.5 to go. Trying the entry pass once again. Carmen's there to cut it down though. Ball is fumbled. Dish it out. Policki tries the three. No good. Good rebound by Ashley Schulke. Here's Heyer. Schulke in the corner. Haven't seen the older Heyer, Mallory. She picked up 2 quick fouls early. As Sanders reevaluates here for Chaska. 2:10 to go. Carmen on the wing. Entry pass. Niebuhr got down low and scored.
Lily Niebuhr with the basket. Kendall Carmen with the assist.
Carmen giving the assist per our legendary PA announcer Bob Downs. Happy to see him back here on the mic for Chaska girls basketball this season. Schulke with the batted pass and steal. Hawks force it down the other way. Schulke has an open look at the top. Passes off for Heyer, however. Carmen back up top for Chaska. Taking it all the way to the rack. No good on the lay-in, but she'll get 2 free throws.
Foul is on Policki, her first. Kendall Carmen will shoot 2.
First free throw from the Chaska senior Carmen is good.
Lauren Mitchell in for the save.
Once again, do just want to remind you before halftime this year that while it has been my pleasure to commentate Chaska boys and girls basketball and other athletics throughout the years, this will be my last game for the foreseeable future. Excited to hand off basketball play-by-play duties to Blake Herring. Girls basketball play-by-play duties to Blake Herring. And boys basketball to a slew of talent. You'll still see me in the gym though. I'll be doing some officiating this year. A little bit under varsity, a little bit of varsity basketball. So if you see me in the gym this season, say hi. Excited for Blake to be taking over though on these Chaska girls broadcasts. You will remember him from our section tournament coverage last year, sideline coverage. First time we did that for Chaska basketball, went really well, and Blake did so well, he got promoted to play-by-play. Also, we'll be likely hearing from Mike Schmid this year. Maybe a little Eric Krauscher. Always happy to have all of our contributors on here at the Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network as we go under a minute here. Hawks leading by 4. Mallory Heyer's been on the bench since about, well, I don't know, the 8-minute mark maybe. 2 fouls early in this game force her to sit. Chaska really doesn't need her though. There's his depth from the bench, maintaining the 31-27 lead with 40 seconds left. Inbound pass, Niebuhr in the paint, couldn't get it to fall. Rebound by Shakopee and a whistle. Carmen picks up the foul and will shoot bonus free throws.
First personal foul on Kendall Carmen.
Carmen's first, 8th against Chaska.
Hale will shoot 1 plus the bonus.
First bonus free throw is good. Second one from Hale is no good. So with half a minute to go here, Chaska with a chance to hold maybe for the last shot. Schulke going to take over as the point here for Chaska. Dishing off for Niebuhr. 17 ticks left. Schulke swinging around. Dardis collects. 10 seconds left. Schulke stepping away. Off for Heyer. Heyer finds Schulke with 3. Steps into a 3 at the horn. It's no good. And at halftime on opening night, Chaska leading Shakopee 31-28 at the break. Appreciate you tuning in for the first half of Chaska High School girls basketball tonight on the Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. We'll be right back after halftime with more from the Hawks Network. Back from halftime, Chaska High School Hawks and Sabres doing battle on opening night here in Minnesota State High School League girls basketball. Great to be with you here. Ryan Paul alongside Brett Johnson on the controls tonight. Great to be with you here for at least one girls basketball game this season. Shakopee working left to right across your screen now. Same starters for them, and Olivia Paulicki opens up scoring here in the second half with a triple. Tie basketball game here, right, just underway in the second half. Lenzen grabbing the rebound off the miss, sending it back outside for Carmen. Into the corner, Lenzen once again. Taking it inside, passing off. Schulke with the floater, and she gets it to drop. Nice basket from Ashley Schulke. Chaska's first half scoring was led by Kennedy Sanders with 11 points. Mallory Heyer second with 6, but Heyer didn't see the last 8-ish minutes with foul trouble. Chaska applying that full court pressure here, a minute into the second half. Driving down is Hale into the corner. Hesitation from Mitchell. Back into the paint for Hale. Opposite side now, Shakopee swings around. Paulicki, entry pass for Mitchell. Mitchell spinning around on Lenzen. Nice defense play to block the shot. And a run out for Chaska. Here's Heyer, all by herself. Going up through some contact, it looked like. And there's a foul called against the Hawks. Carmen called with the push, and it gives the ball back to Shakopee. Shakopee gets away from the Chaska pressure. Free ball away, no good. Off the hands of Paulicki. Scrum for it on the floor, and a tie-up with Sanders and Cordes involved. Hawks get the alternating possession. Chaska hasn't lost in well over a year. 18-0 last season, state champions in 5A. Had the last 5 games of their regular season canceled due to COVID. They came in as Lenzen buries the 3 rather. Chaska came in to the section tournament not having played a game in almost 4 weeks due to COVID. Had 5 games, including a big battle with Hopkins, canceled. 3 from Cordes. Scoring continues here in the second half. Chaska would later get the best of Hopkins in the state tournament, but that was a big game that was canceled for Chaska, among other conference games. But Hawks showed no signs of slowing down coming off of that 5-game cancellation. Went on to advance through the section tournament with ease, including a win over the Shakopee Sabres, and then barreling through the state tournament, closing it out with a 2-point victory in the state championship game against Rosemount. Hawks hoping to make the return trip. Haven't been to back-to-back state tournaments since 1982 and 1983. Looking for their first ever consecutive state championship. Shakopee down on the other end, stepping into it. Jasmine Hale misses, grabs her own rebound, takes it up off the window for 2. Nice play following your shot. Jasmine Hale did it to perfection. Fade away from Heyer from just off the elbow is good. That looked easy. Chaska going to apply a little pressure here. Shakopee escapes though. Under 15 to go in regulation. Not the first time these two teams have seen each other. Tara Seifert and Juan Mitchell played each other before. No regular season matchup last year though. A lot of contact on that drive. No whistle though. Out of bounds for Shakopee. Long range three, good from Kate Cordes. The senior pulls Shakopee within one. Carmen driving through contact, dishes out the high arcing triple from Lemsen is good. She's got 2 threes here early in the second half. Sanders calling for a push. Third against Kennedy Sanders. We'll see if Tara Seifert decides. Looks like she's going to bring in Lucy Dardis. Give Kennedy Sanders a break with some foul trouble here. Mallory Heyer on the floor, though. She got 2 quick ones early in the first half and sat for the majority, actually the remainder, of that first frame. Cordes working it around for Shakopee. Chaska not allowing an easy entry. Heyer cuts down Menke here. Rose back outside for Menke, the sophomore. Lucy Dardis picks up Cordes outside. Entry pass, finally getting it inside the arc. Shakopee does. Obviously, no shot clock yet here in Minnesota high school basketball. Could be coming as early as next year if speculation holds true. Iowa just instated one this year. Elbow jumper from Schulke is good. Chaska up to 45, 39. And it's a timeout for Juan Mitchell. Be a full timeout on the floor. 13-18 to go. Chaska extending the lead by 6.
Full timeout for the Sabres.
Back from Chaska, Shakopee inbounding after the timeout. 6-point lead for the Hawks. Anna Lenzen with 2 big triples here early in the second half of action. Pass mishandled, recover though, Menke outside. Up top, Mitchell. Menke through the lane. Kendall Carmen playing good defense, but it wasn't enough to stop the Menke lay-in. Finger roll. Carmen on the perimeter, into the corner, Schulke. Sanders still sits on the bench with 3 fouls. Down low, Carmen in the paint, posting up against Mitchell. Foul on the way up.
Second personal on Mitchell.
2 free throws coming up for the
Carmen will shoot 2.
Chaska senior, Kendall Carmen. 5.8 points per night last year. Saw a good time as a sophomore as well. No good on the second attempt. Kate Cordes brings up for Shakopee here. 12 minutes to go on opening night. Outside, Mitchell, hesitation, got past Higher. Cut down though at the secondary position. Back up top, Hale. That Higher and Hale matchup is a good one. Haven't seen a lot of post play, but it's been a nice ball handling matchup. Offensive rebound from Menke down low, and she's fouled. It's either going to be Schulke or Higher. I think it's going to be Schulke. No, they got Higher. That's the third foul on Mallory Higher. Thought that one should go against Schulke. But that's the third foul on Higher, so she will exit, and Niebuhr will come in. Kennedy Sanders going to re-enter for Tara Seifert. No, they bring out Kendall Carmen instead. So Mallory Higher will stay on the floor with 3 fouls, and Kennedy Sanders re-enters with 3 of her own. Kendall Carmen and Ashley Schulke exit. 2 good free throws, and it's a 3-point game. Anna Lenzen. Higher down low on the post, going hard against Bros, no good. Rebound by the Sabres. Shakopee been running that swing offense, haven't been able to get any quality entry passes though. It's kind of a check-in, check-out style here. Menke tightly guarded by Sanders. Close to 5. Down low, Higher, skies for the steal. Chaska has numbers. Into the corner, they'll reset. Lenzen, floater on the way, no good. Rebound, Shakopee. Maya Mitchell efforts for that one. Quick breather for Carmen, and she'll come back into the next dead ball. Not before the triple from Cordes, though. Tying the game at 46. Really not a position Chaska wants to be in early in this season. Sanders rolling off. Outside, long 3 up. Little shy as we go under 10 minutes here. Shakopee on the move. Menke to the hole. Higher rather with a block, and they say it was last touched by Menke, so it'll be Chaska ball. Chaska 18-0 last year. Would hate to suffer a loss here on opening night. Obviously very far from that. Tied here at 46, but a challenging schedule that Tara Seifert has put together. See a lot of top 25 teams, top 20 teams rather. Kendall Carmen on the post drive, and it's good with the right. Nice move by the Chaska senior Carmen on down low. Loose ball on the floor, good defense by Schulke, who just checked back in. Diving for it though is Cordes for Shakopee. Chaska has an open look in the corner for Dardis. Sanders, spin move. Wide open, Schulke for 3. Mention that Chaska schedule as we look at that Schulke 3. Nice possession from the Hawks, leads to an open look in the corner for Schulke, and she connects. Mention that Chaska schedule though. Next game coming this Saturday at Hopkins, a big one. The the Breakdown Tip-Off Classic, the nightcap prime time for Chaska. The Hawks go to the Hopkins Royals home floor in a matchup of that state semifinal from last year. Then Chaska travels next Tuesday to Waconia, a new conference matchup this year in the Metro West. Chaska will get Waconia twice, as well as Orono. Also, we'll see New Prague added to the conference schedule. So, mixing up the Metro West a little bit. Richfield departed a couple years ago. And Chaska, or Metro West Conference, now adding a few more teams in the basketball realm. Still with the usuals, St. Louis Park, Jefferson, Chanhassen, all those teams. But a tough schedule. Hawks have Wayzata December 14th, Edina on the 21st, Eden Prairie on the 29th. So a busy December for Chaska. They'll also get Minnetonka later in the year in a non-conference matchup. Terra Cipher definitely not making it easy, but if it's anything like last year, Chaska showed that they could battle through it. Just going to have to prove it with a little different roster this year. No Kaylee Van Epps for the Hawks this year. No Kelsey Willems. Kayla Hendrickson also departs. Tipped away. Sanders quality defense. They say Menke was last to touch. Nice play, hustle play from the Chaska junior Sanders. Hawks up 5 with the ball. Sanders driving. Off the front iron, no good. Rebound by Niebuhr. That one failed to drop. Shakopee on a breakout here. This is Gators up and down. Gabby Gators the basket. Sanders fouled in the drive. Looks like there is actually an error on this roster. Shyla Moore is number 2 tonight. Is not Gabby Gators. Apologize for that mix-up. She's listed as number 3 on this roster, but wearing jersey number 2. So make that correction if you're keeping score at home. Sanders' first free throw is good. Each team with 3 fouls here in the second half. The third personal against Nicole Menke. Second end of the free throws is no good, and we get a tie up here. Jump ball. Arrow stays with Chaska. Inbound pass. Safe of a backcourt violation. Aubrey Heyer, the younger sister of Mallory, who is also on the floor. We get a foul and a push called against Paulicki. Second foul against the sophomore. Juan Mitchell wondering where the contact was. Sanders open look, left that one a little short. Offensive rebound though by Heyer, scrapping for it with her sister, and they give it to Chaska. Mitchell checks back in for Shakopee. Next broadcast is going to be this Friday. Chaska boys open up their home schedule against Eastview. CHBN will have coverage. Brett Johnson and crew will be here. Sanders driving through off the undercarriage of the hoop. No good. 7:25 to go. Shakopee pushing. Paulicki straight away. The second bounce falls. And Shakopee pulls within 1. Sanders to the hole. That one was halfway down, fell out. And a double dribble call.
Collins back in for Chaska. Corbeson.
Sanders and higher. Up top, Sanders lost it. Awkward dribble, might have gone off the foot. Jump ball, and it's Shakopee basketball. Olivia Palicki at the top. Mitchell. Palicki from the wing, no good. Higher easily rebounds that one. Sanders pushing ahead now for Chaska. 6:22 to go. First game of the night, or first game of the year rather. 200 some games tonight across the state of Minnesota. Mallory Higher buries the three, pulls Chaska up by 4. Under 6 to go. Great to have the crowd back here. As we mentioned, last year lacked a little bit of the atmosphere in the gym. Missed shot by Palicki. Ball goes out of bounds, stays with Chaska.
Menke back in.
Shulke off the back iron. Offensive rebound, strong by Higher, going back up with it, a little heavy. Anna Lenzen scrapping for it. Shakopee finally comes away with it. Here comes Bros at the other end. Straight up, Carmen is. Shakopee fans thought that one was a foul. Looked straight up from here. Juan Mitchell also agrees. And a push by Shulke.
Foul on Ashley Shilke. That's her first, team's fourth.
First foul of the night on Shulke. Baseline inbound for the Sabres. Bros. Back up top for Hale. Pass tipped away by Shulke. Chaska applying that trademark pressure defense. Nice play though. Shakopee had an opening down low and capitalized. Paige Bros the lay-in. Nice dish from Mitchell on the inside. Higher rather, gonna take it herself, goes up, and is fouled.
Foul is on Bros, and it's her third.
Third foul against Bros, the senior. Second free throw short, well short from Higher. 3-point game. Menke back to Bros, who just picked up her third, stays on the floor. So 3 players on the floor right now with 3 fouls, 1 for Shakopee and 2 for the Hawks. Got a whistle. And there's an object on the floor. Not sure what it is. what it was, but it's been removed of, and we resume action. Menke through the lane, and they say Higher got her from behind.
Fourth personal foul on Mallory Higher. Menke will shoot
It's number 4 for Higher. That's significant. Just a 3-point game. Chaska would like to have her out there. Tara Seifert not beckoning anybody from the bench so far. And looks like Higher will stay out there with 4. Chaska coach trusting in her senior here on opening night. Second free throw, no good. 4 minutes to play here, opening night action. It's a good one. Chaska and Shakopee, defending state champions, hosting the Sabres. And a turnover there by Lenzen. Here come the Sabres that back down the other way. All the way to the hole. Hale had it stripped. And Chaska pushes with numbers. Niebuhr. Lenzen was open, and they say Niebuhr hopped. Traveling violation. Timeout on the floor. Chaska calls a quick 30-second timeout, gives us a minute to step aside. We'll be right back with the final 3:37 from Chaska High School. Back in action, 3:36 to go off the quick Chaska timeout. Want to remind you that the Hawks next play on Saturday, 8:30 at night at Hopkins against the Royals, the Breakdown Tip-Off Classic. Going to be a good one. Full house expected for that Chaska versus Hopkins matchup. Lindbergh Center going to be packed. Baseline drive, dish into the corner. 3 no good from Porters. Rebound by the Hawks. 3 and change left. Chaska with a 2-point margin. Sanders up and under, good. Kennedy Sanders does that so well. Hesitation and then drive to the hole for 2. Next girls broadcast, I believe, will be next week. Brett, you'll have to remind me of the date of that. I know there's a Friday game for the boys this week. Or next, this week. Opening night for Chaska boys basketball. Foul on Niebuhr. Sends Maya Mitchell to the stripe. Knocked a right-handed free throw up and no good. Mallory Higher back onto the floor for Chaska with 4 fouls. Second free throw good. 3-point game. Hawks trying to avoid their first loss in well over a year. A lot of hype leading up to this team after the state championship last year. A couple departing figures were placed though. Chaska experience, returning a lot of experience. Here's Higher. Just missed. Lenzen the second effort, and she's rewarded 2 free throws.
Fourth personal foul on Rose. Lenson shooting.
Lenson misses the front end. Stays a 3-point game. Policki re-enters for Shakopee. Lenson guards the ball. Hale got past her and scored. 1-point game. Under 2 to play. Sanders rolls off a screen, takes it in herself. Blocked. Offensive rebound by Heyer, and it was poked out of bounds by Menke.
Mitchell back in.
Awkward position for the sideline inbounds all the way down at the south end. Carmen enters the paint, 1:24 to go. Chaska leads by 1. Beautiful entry pass from Lenson. Heyer fouled. 2 free throws coming up for the Chaska senior and future Golden Gopher.
Foul is on Policki. It's her third. Mallory Heyer will shoot 2.
First one, no good. Free throw's been a struggle for Chaska tonight. Quick release from Heyer. She goes 0 for 2. Stays a 1-point game. Chaska's in the bone. Actually, we're in the bonus both ways. We'll be shooting 1-1 the rest of the way. 63 seconds left. Shakopee with it. Timeout on the floor. Juan Mitchell wants to draw up his last minute of regulation action here. We'll step aside momentarily when we return. 61 seconds left. 1-point game. Back from Chaska. Exciting finish coming up. Hawks lead the Sabres by 1. Defending state champions being tested here early on opening night. Quarters, 51 ticks left. Policki had a look at a wing 3. Has to go outside for Hale. 45 left. Is Shakopee going to try to hold for the last shot in the winner? They're down 1. Mallory Heyer missed 2 free throws down at the other end prior to the timeout. 34 seconds left. Hale, guarded by Lenson. 25 left. Shakopee with 1 timeout, Chaska with 2. Both teams in the bonus. 18 seconds. Baseline. And it's a timeout. Juan Mitchell calls his last timeout. It's a full timeout. Gives us a sec to tell you. Next broadcast upcoming this Friday. Boys hosting Eastview for their opening night. And the girls' next broadcast will be a week from then. Quite a bit of time off here from girls basketball on CHBN. That broadcast versus St. Louis Park a week from Friday. Hope you'll go out on Saturday night, though, to the Lindbergh Center in Hopkins. Going to be a good one. Hawks girls facing off against the Hopkins Royals. It was a great game in the state tournament last year at the Target Center. Expecting more of the same this time around. Two uber talented teams going at it. That's Saturday night, 8:30 at the Lindbergh Center in Hopkins. Chaska boys on the other side only have 2 home games in December. We will do our best to update road games. There is a link on our website, watchchbn.com, where you can find links to all broadcasts home and away this season. 15.5 seconds left to go here in this one. Exciting finish coming up. Shakopee with the ball deep in their front court on the sideline. Juan Mitchell's out of timeouts. 13 and ticking, nearly a turnover. Menke, just a sophomore, has it for Shakopee. Mitchell now outside, gets it away for Cordes. Cordes turns it over, and with 3 seconds left, Schulke pulls it away, and a foul with under a second. Chaska looking like they've escaped the test from Shakopee here on opening night. Sabres had it drawn up well. It was a turnover, though, at the entry pass from Cordes that looks like it sealed it for the Hawks. Ashley Schulke going to the stripe for Chaska. The junior will attempt to seal it away with the bonus free throws. First one up and good. 2-point game. Chaska fans into it. Definitely feeling the effects of the crowd here tonight. The second free throw, no good with half a second left. The horn sounds, and this one is over. Chaska escapes defeat on opening night. Shakopee never led late in the game, but sure felt a lot closer than that. It's an opening night victory for the Chaska Hawks, and they have now won 19 in a row, coming off of the state championship last season. Once again, thanks for joining us tonight, folks. It's been a pleasure. Not sure when the next time you'll hear from me is. Looking forward to having Blake Herring, Mike Schmidt, a couple of other great commentators on the Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network this year, as I will not be around much longer here on the Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network this season. But it's been great being here with you tonight on the Chaska Hawks girls basketball opening night. A win for Chaska, 59-57 the final score. Chaska beats Shakopee here at game 1. Want to say thanks to Brett Johnson for being behind the controls tonight, as he will be all season long. Hope you'll join us on Friday, right back here from Chaska High School. The boys have their season opener, and then the girls a week from Friday back here hosting St. Louis Park. It's been a pleasure. Enjoy the rest of the season here on the Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. Going to be a good one. Thanks for tuning in.